education.
So I wanted to ask also, as we're on that topic, here, let me switch it to me just for a second. I wanted to ask, as we're on that topic, like, what relationship did multicultural education have with the civil rights movement, and how is the history of multicultural education kind of important in the present moment, or important in the present moment?
Well, it was very much an outgrowth of the civil rights movement. Before I started teaching, I was, having grown up in Southern Oregon, I truthfully wasn't paying attention to the civil rights movement. Growing up in a white enclave, there was a whole lot that I just didn't see. But people, educators who had been involved in the civil rights movement, or who at least whose consciousness came out of the work of the civil rights movement, as the schools were desegregated, began asking what should be going on in the schools so that they'll serve African-American students better. And it was initially African-Americans who were asking the question of, like, why are our kids getting put in special ed? Why are they getting put in the lower tracks? We get into these schools where we think that our kids are going to get a good education, and you look at this white curriculum, you look at the low expectations the teachers have. So what became multicultural education came out of that work to try to make schools so that they would work for kids in the context of the desegregation. And in the civil rights movement, where African Americans and then Mexican Americans and Puerto Ricans and were taking the negative images of themselves. And like, I remember, the slogan, "Black is beautiful," where Black had been like this almost pejorative thing. If you're Black, that's terrible from the perspective of the dominant society. And so as a way of reconstituting identities and reconstituting the whole way of seeing the world, African Americans, both in researching history and drawing on cultural roots and drawing on identity, kind of were completely reframing how you think about being African American, how you think about being Mexican American, with the American Indian movement, how you think about being Indian, as well as how you think about white people in the dominant society that's been oppressing people for so long. And so those were the germs that really formed what became multicultural education.
And I mean, trying to sort of like create a springboard into the present